I want to do a post-trip Salvia report because I feel like I can still remember like the very, very moment at which I started to regain a sense of consciousness and self-consciousness during my Salvia trip. And it was just like I almost feel like there was this kind of boom and blur. There's I suppose no like coherent way to really explain it, but it was this sensation that is so fucking indescribable. All I can say, I suppose, is that what I've gained from it, what I got from it, is like it was like it was like a glimpse of reality without bias, without prototype matching, without any reference point. It's like a look. It was like an experience of sensation without any values applied to it. So no meaning framework to interpret stimuli within. And it left this fucking mark on my mood or whatever. I don't know exactly what to say. Like, it left a mark on me. It left a mark on my like memory. I walk around with it. It's kind of like just in my head. It's like accessible. And granted, it happened like, well, it happened a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, but it's something that is always there. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it like makes me look at my experience day to day, moment to moment, as like one dimension of reality. And it's like I'm constantly like kind of thinking that it's weird how everything that we talk about, like our work lives as human beings, our work lives, our artistic lives, for the most part, I suppose that's a gray area, but like a lot of things that we do, almost everything that we do as human beings is like, occurs within this dimension of meaning, this meaning framework. And like, we think of meaning frameworks as like mechanisms through which we interpret things or understand events, but like even an event is like a socially constructed like meaning framework, maybe like a whittled down version of it, but it's like it's an interpretation of environmental stimuli. And it's like everything that we're doing, we operate completely, and we need to in order to survive, through these like higher level construals of reality. And I mean, this isn't totally new to me. I mean, I'm using language that I had before I had the Salvia trip, but it's weird to like constantly kind of like be thinking like the way in which I'm experiencing the world is really like kind of unique to the human experience, or like the life experience. Like that's how it's very difficult to explain, but I almost felt like I experience stimuli the way a plant does. Hello, plant. What's up, plant? You know, if you could be a plant and for like a second experience self-consciousness, like very, 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 very slightly, if that's possible, that a plant on a very micro level experiences self-consciousness, then I think, or it seems as though I experienced that while I was on Salvia, because Salvia removes self-consciousness to the point where like you can experience your environment and not understand what any of it is, and gradually start to understand it more and more and more. So I felt like it was almost like I was an inanimate object experiencing reality, and now that kind of just affects how I view and think about things on a day-to-day basis. I don't know if that means I learned something or that's a good thing, but fuck it, whatever.